What's good, GoofTubers? It's your boy D, aka Moh'Fuggah, aka D23, back again with some more Shadowgun Legends action. Welcome back, guys. I hope everybody's doing good. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. As you guys can tell by the title, we'll be doing a quick overview slash impressions slash thoughts and opinions about Shadowgun Legends beta. I know this video is pretty overdue, so to speak, for me to make, and I know a lot of you been messaging me and want my honest thoughts and opinion about this game and how this game really gonna do and what I really think about this game and stuff like that. It's not that I'm ignoring all of you. It's just that I wanted to give it some time. I wanted to play it myself because this series, the Shadowgun series itself, is very dear to my heart, and I wanted to feel the game itself, and then wanted to make a video about impressions and thoughts and opinions and an overview and all the kind of good stuff. That's why it took me a hot minute. Plus, at the same time, while I was playing, this last freaking month has been like crazy busy, so didn't really have the opportunity to work on this video, but I finally do today. And in this video, I will be going over and giving you guys a quick overview slash impressions, give you guys my thoughts and opinions, what I really think about this game. Not like, okay, won't like tell you the be all end all, because this is just beta. Everything I'm gonna talk about is based off of beta, whatever we got in beta, how game looks in beta, and according to that. I know this is not the final version, so I'm not gonna be like too critical and not gonna be like just get into the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? I will just go ahead and shoot shiz and pinpoint some of the flaws and some of the things that I would like MFG to work on, and basically give my constructive criticism. Jesus, that was a tongue twister. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it already. The gameplays that you guys are gonna see are from Wave 1 and from Wave 2, and some just small clips from the hub and other stuff. So that's about it. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy about that. So the way I'm gonna categorize this video is according to the graphics, the gameplay, the connectivity, hit rate, all those things and stuff like that. And we'll just at the same time we'll shoot shiz, tell you how things looks, and at the same time we'll give you, or we'll give my thoughts and opinion about the things. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and jump right into it already. So let's start with the general look of the game. I really like it. I really like how this game looks. It's a masterpiece. Somebody actually asked me a question on Shadowgun Dead Zone official page. Hey, what do you think about this game? What do you think about the look of this game? I was like, dude, this game is a masterpiece. Graphics are next gen. Freaking everything is almost on point. This is just a beta we're talking about, and everything is looking almost on point in beta. Reflections are good, except for a couple of things which I will talk about. Lightings are good. I mean, this is Madfinger games we're talking about. Most of the games that they have made in past, they are almost in perfection. Their lighting is almost on par. Their reflections, their bright and punchy colors is almost on par. They do not disappoint when it comes to the the look of the game. So that's what they did with this game itself. Game looks freaking amazing. The colors are bright and punchy, which makes this game that much more lively, and I really like that. Has that special MFG color effect slash color esque to it, which is very easy to distinguish. If you happen to play their old games, you know that MFG really like to use some of the like a brick orange, some of the fluorescent bluish type of colors in their games, so you can easily tell that this is MFG's project, and it looks very pretty. Got that futuristic look to it, and you cannot knock it. So that was that about the color itself. Game itself is very enjoyable. Since this is just beta, don't really have much to talk about. We'll get in the nitty-gritty at the hard launch. Right now itself, game is very enjoyable. It gives you freaking how many missions it gives you? It gives you like countless missions in beta, dude. You can basically spend as much as time that you want on this game and you won't get bored. It's one fun game. I really do like it. But one thing this game is desperately missing is the essence of Shadowgun and Shadowgun Dead Zone. I'm playing this game and I don't feel like this game is a sequel to Shadowgun or Shadowgun Dead Zone. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that core feeling to it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It doesn't feel like that. The closest we get to Shadowgun or Shadowgun Death Zone is the NPC characters that we have in the hub. That's about it. Besides that, there is nothing else that can, you know, remind me or is remotely reminiscent of Shadowgun or Shadowgun Death Zone, which really bothers me. But since this is just beta, I'm not really gonna get deep into it because I'm gonna wait for the hard launch and see if MFG can really do something about that. Because like I said, it doesn't feel like the sequel to Shadowgun or Shadowgun Death Zone. It feels more like a sequel to Unkilled. You know what I mean? For some weird reason, it feels like sequel to Unkilled. Even though I've never uploaded that game on my channel, doesn't mean I don't play it. I play that game as well. So you know, leave that topic for now. We'll get into it once we have the game fully released, and you know, then we'll talk about that. So that's that about the game itself. Very fun to play. You know, there's no knock on that. Even though you know it doesn't have that essence of Shadowgun or Shadowgun Death Zone, game itself is very fun to play. Multiplayer is fun to play. The co-op is definitely is fun to play. Right now we only have like one um, co-op or one dungeon, which is Voltaic Fist, since this is just beta, and it's totally understandable. No big deal about that. So that's that about the gameplay itself. Let's move on to the maps and a couple of the small things. Maps are fun. Maps are definitely fun. Co-op map, I really like it. How they have, you know, structured it, how they have came up with the idea, and I really like the thought process behind, you know, the whole teamwork. You know, that really makes your team to work with you. I mean, you can also do it by yourself, but like if you wanted to get it done ASAP, your team have to work with you. So I really like that thought process. PvP itself, Ascendancy is a great game mode. I really like it. Really love playing it. I wish there were more people that we can, you know, play with, but unfortunately, since this game is just in beta, you know, you hardly get to play in Ascendancy. And when it comes to the duel is also fun. But one thing I would like MFG to do is to have multiple crates in the duels as well, just like in Ascendancy, because right now the whole battle in duel is to control the area, control the crate area, the ammo crate area. And reason why is because people are aware that their secondary weapon is actually more powerful, and in order for them to get the ammo for secondary weapon, they need to go to the crate, or you know, get that ammo from the crate. So what people do is basically get to the crate, you know, control that area for the longest period of time, keep refilling their ammos for their secondary weapons, and you know, keep killing their opponents like that, because secondary weapons are OP. So that is quite unfair, to be honest with you. MFG actually did like a timer thing on the crates that you can't really, you know, use the crates before the certain time, but that is not gonna work out. What I would like them to do is to add like another crate on like a different part of the map where you know, if someone is controlling one area, the other person can easily run to the second area and try to refill their secondary weapon from that crate. You know what I mean? So that's something that I would like to see in duel. So it's equally balanced, and you know, both of the parties are getting the equal opportunity to, you know, fight and having fun, whatnot. Skills are very useful. I really like skills. I don't have any problems with skills at all. Some of the skills were OP. They were super OP, like obnoxiously OP in wave 1. So they nerfed them down, especially that the taser one. I forgot what do you call it. That one was highly used in the duels, and was annoying as hell. So they nerfed it. They actually moved it a couple spots behind, so you can't really just go ahead and, you know, unlock it right away. So you have to, you know, earn that now. So that's very good. So no problem about the skills as of right now, because we can't really, you know, tell them if they're OP or not. So we have to wait for the hard launch. And one more thing that I would like MFU to work on is, and this is strictly in regards to the PvP itself, is the frame drop issues. I was not gonna, you know, talk about it, but I've noticed this issue in other MFG games as well, and I wanted to bring it right away so MFG is aware of it and they can start working on it if they haven't already. Frame drops and refresh rate. This is one of the biggest issues that I've noticed in MFG games. I've been playing their games like forever now, since 2012, and this is something that for some weird reason they cannot, you know, improve. Even though this game is in beta, I'm seeing the same frame drops that we get to see in Shadowgun Dead Zone, Unkilled, and I haven't played the Dead Trigger that much, but I've noticed these frame drops and the refresh rates, you know, in both of these games, and I've noticed them in Shadowgun Legends. I don't know what causes them, but I would really like MFG to, you know, work on these frame drops and these refresh rates, and you know, definitely optimize the game for the old devices, because I have a lot of people asking me, hey, if this game is going to be optimized for their device, and right now I'm just telling them, hey, only time will tell. So we just have to wait for that, and I'm pretty sure that MFG is already working on it, because you know, they did have mentioned in their streams that they will be optimizing the game for, you know, old devices as well, so everybody gets an opportunity to, you know, play this game. So um, again, just a reminder, guys, I'm not really, you know, poking at you guys, it's just a reminder. So that was that. And since it's just beta, another thing that I would like to mention, and this is also very big issue in MFG games, is the hit detection. Whew. Hit detection, I don't know what it is, dude. These three things, frame drops, refresh rates, and hit detection, is issue in every single Madfinger game, especially all the games that has PvP in them. You know what I mean? Like Dead Zone, freaking Unkilled, now Shadowgun Legends. The hit detection is just off. You know, I mean, you on your end see that you're doing just fine. You have great ping, great connectivity, great up and down speed, and then you get on the game and you have no hit detection. You know, I got on a couple of games where I had no freaking hit detection, and I end up dying. So that's something that I would really like MFG to, you know, work on and improve. More dedicated servers will help. You know, no hybrid bullshit. So you know, looking forward to that. But that's something that I would really like MFG to, you know, work on and improve. One of my biggest concern about this game is the balancing of weapons and armors, since weapons and armors and cosmetics are going to be the bread and butter of this game. What I meant with bread and butter of this game is that this is what's gonna make them the most money. This is also one of my biggest concern about this game. They nerf a whole lot of things. They try to balance a whole lot of things in Wave 2, but things are still off. Your armor seems a little more OP. You know, you're trying to do the damage, and your guns just don't do any damage. You know, a lot of factors can cause that. You know, your bad hit rate, your refresh rate, you know, lag and stuff like that, since the game is just in beta, so you can't really, you know, pinpoint that. But as a person who's been playing multiplayer games, I can easily tell what's the issue over there, and that's the balancing. And my fingers are crossed, and I just hope that they figure out a way to, you know, balance the game correctly. We'll talk more about that, you know, once game releases. So let's move on to the next thing: armors and customization. Armors are fun. I love armors. I wish I had all the money in the world so I can purchase all the armors. But armors are fun. You know, they definitely bring life to your character. So they are must, and really like the thought process behind it. Some of them are goofy, some of them are hokey, but that's just how MFG wanted to do it. You know, they wanted to bring that feel, like fun feel to it. So that's why they brought that kind of, you know, feel to the game. But I will advise MFG to not make your game too hokey or too funny, because that can also backfire as well and can affect some players, because not everybody is looking for goofy stuff. Not everybody is looking for like stupid stuff. You know, there are some players who's gonna become some core fans who would like to have some badass looking armors. And right now what we are seeing in beta, some of them are pretty dope, and some of them are just plain goofy. You know what I mean? So what I will advise over here to MFG is to have that nice balance of, you know, goofiness and badassery. You know what I mean? You know, you guys know what to do. So these were the few things we wanted to go over and talk about. All in all, game looks absolutely stunning. Don't really have much problems with it besides, you know, gameplay, you know, the PvP itself, which I'm like 100% sure that MFG is already working on and will be improving. And by the time we get the, you know, the full version or the game, you know, fully releases, we'll definitely get to see these things being improved. And some of the things that I will like MFG to improve in future will be the background sound. In the first map that we got in the wave 1, the background sound in the arenas is a little too loud for my comfort. That needs to be toned down a little bit. The second map that we got in wave 2 needs some improvement. You can't really pick up the ammo. That's like another bug. I'm pretty sure they're working on it. The color scheme needs to be changed. It's very grayscale. It has that red maroonish taint to it, and it's not really bright and not really lively and colorful like the first map that we had in the wave 1. So second map definitely needs some upgrade, definitely needs some more brightness to it. But that's about it. A couple other things I would like to mention, since this is like a game that we're playing in outer space. What they can also do is to change the sky color to a different color. Why does it has to be a blue sky? You know what I mean? Yeah, Nova Callisto makes sense because that's like an Earth-like planet. Iraq is like a sand planet. So why not have like a different type of atmosphere? A different type of sky. You know what I mean? And one more thing I would like to advise MFG over here, and this is something that I came up with on a fly. They need to do something about the statue, how statues are changed, and the paparazzi pods. What they can basically do is they can put like a satellite like on top, like not literally on top of the statue, but somewhere up in the sky above the statue. And that satellite is gonna have multiple uses of it. First one will be like when they are ready to change the statue, they can just beam it from that satellite, and they can just change the statue from that satellite only. And another use of that satellite can be with the paparazzi pods. So when you join the hub, paparazzi pods comes to you, and they take your picture and they just fly away somewhere in the sky, which looks stupid as hell, which doesn't make any sense. This can also be used for the paparazzi pods. When they come to you, they take your picture and they just fly to the satellite, and once they reach the satellite, and that's when your pictures start updating on the billboard and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like have like a little space station built up right on top of the statue that just beams down the updated version, and you get your new statue that way, and the paparazzi pods just fly towards the satellite, and that's how you get your pictures on billboards. And that will make more sense that, yeah, this is how they're updating the pictures in the hub. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure MFG is digging this idea. I should start charging for my ideas now. But if they can do this, it will make more sense and it will look more pleasable. You know what I mean? So think about it, MFG. Think about it. So yeah, these were the things I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. I know I went on and made this video like 20 plus minutes long, but I had to make this video so I could tell you guys this is what I think about this game. It's definitely a masterpiece. It's going to do very well for itself. It's definitely going to make shit ton of money for itself. I'm not even joking. And it's just going to be mere time of weeks, mostly a month, when Apple is just gonna pick this game and just gonna display it on their front page and saying app of the week or game of the week. You know what I mean? So there's no doubt in my mind that this game is not gonna do well. It's definitely gonna do well for itself. And we'll talk more about this once we have the full game in our hands. We'll go over and shoot shit about that, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty at that time. You can just imagine how long that video is going to be, you know what I mean? But with that being said, that's basically it in this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit a comment, subscribe, share, like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace! Moh'Fuggah,